I'd like to call to order the Miami Valley Communication Council Board meeting for Wednesday, October 23rd, 2024. Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Can we have roll call, please?
Yes, sir. Joanne Rao.
Here.
Brian Walton.
Here.
Jill Hall.
Here.
Shane Sullivan.
Here.
Michelle Collins.
Here.
Rob Stevens.
Here.
Stephen Hardy.
Present. That'd be different. All right, moving on. Approval of the August 21st, 2024 board meeting minutes. Do I have a motion?
We don't have a quorum.
We don't have a quorum?
No, I'm sorry, yes, we do.
We do? Okay.
We have 7, I'm sorry.
Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, moving on. We have a special recognition and resolution today, and here to present that is Mr. Rob Stevens.
Thank you, Stephen. This is Miami Valley Communications Council Resolution 2024-003 to express appreciation to Norbert S. Klopsch for his years of public service and support of the Miami Valley Communications Council. Whereas Norbert Klopsch graduated from the United States Military Academy at West Point and served 5 years as an officer in the U.S. Army. And whereas Norbert Klopsch began his local career working for Lockwood Jones & Beals, a highly regarded Dayton civil engineering firm. And whereas, in his capacity as a consulting engineer, Mr. Klopsch worked on many projects on behalf of the City of Oakwood. And whereas then Oakwood City Manager J. David Fell was so impressed by Norbert Klopsch's work and professionalism that he extended him an offer of employment. And whereas Norbert Klopsch became Oakwood City Engineer in November 1992. Whereas Norbert Klopsch was promoted to Oakwood's Director of Engineering and Public Works in July 2000. And whereas upon Oakwood City Manager Mike Kelly's retirement in 2002, Norbert Klopsch was offered and accepted the position of City Manager and has served in that capacity for the past 22 years. And whereas during his career as Oakwood City Manager, Norbert Klopsch accomplished great things, including expansion and complete renovation of the Administration and Public Safety Headquarters on Park Avenue, improvements to the Far Hills Avenue Business District, streetscape, and installation of new decorative streetlights, purchased Old River soccer fields from NCR, adapted a master plan for the redevelopment of Sugar Camp and the surrounding area, redeveloped and installed new play equipment and a splash pad at Orchardly Park, expanded parking facilities in the Far Hills and Park Avenue business districts, constructed Cook Park, supported construction of a retail center on Oakwood Avenue, a new commercial building at Sugar Camp, new single-family residential construction at Point Oakwood, and construction of 2 upscale apartment buildings adjacent to the Old River Soccer Complex. Worked collaboratively with the Oakwood City Schools on the construction of Lane Stadium, reconfigured Schroyer Road, and installed center medians, turn lanes, and street trees to calm traffic. Constructed a new recycling facility at 210 Schaefer Boulevard, renovated Gardner Swimming Pool, constructed additional off-street parking, and enhanced surrounding amenities, including reconstruction of the tennis courts and supported installation of LED streetlights throughout the community, along with the first EV charging station. And whereas in addition to those projects, Norbert Klopsch effectively navigated the city's long-term financial health following the elimination of the estate tax, which had traditionally been an expected source of significant annual revenue for the city. And whereas Norbert Klopsch is a member in good standing of organizations that promote and support professional management and local government, including the International City County Management Association, Ohio City Management Association, Greater Dayton Mayors and Managers Association, and the Ohio Municipal League. And whereas in his capacity as Oakwood City Manager, Norbert Klopsch has been an enthusiastic supporter of the mission and goals of the Miami Valley Communications Council. Whereas Norbert Klopsch's leadership was instrumental in securing grant money in 2014 for a feasibility study for the establishment of a shared community fiber network that resulted in construction of the Gateway Fiber Network. And whereas Norbert Klopsch has been a longstanding and active participant in the GovTech Committee and served as its chair most recently in 2023. And whereas Norbert Klopsch's 32 years of public service were characterized by dedication, integrity, the ability to work effectively with elected officials, and a commitment to do what was in the best interests of Oakwood citizens and businesses. Now therefore be it resolved by the members of the Miami Valley Communications Council that Section 1, the Miami Valley Communications Council accords special recognition to Norbert Klopsch for his 32 years of outstanding public service. And Section 2, through this resolution, the Miami Valley Communications Council hereby expresses its sincere appreciation and congratulations to Norbert Klopsch on his upcoming retirement as Oakwood City Manager.
And to make this resolution official, I'd like to call for a motion to approve the resolution. And is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, Norbert.
That was a trip down memory lane. Wow. And Jay, you were by my side for most of what was read. And, I've used two words the last few weeks when speaking to different groups, and the bittersweet and blessed. And I'm trying not to get emotional here, but it is definitely bittersweet. I moved into Oakwood about 5 months before joining staff. Like most people do for the schools. I had two little tiny ones at the time. And it's been a great place to live. I've lived in 3 different Oakwood neighborhoods over the years and 32 years on staff. And when they say, that time flies, I'm living that now. And find myself pretty much every evening sitting out on the front porch with a Manhattan or something, reflecting on life and the crossroads and the little things that happen along the way. I grew up in Sacramento, California, up in Northern California, and the long story how I ended up at the military academy, and it was very random. But that put in motion everything that led to me finding Oakwood and a great career. So it's been just a heck of a community to be part of. And the Dayton region, while I'm not from here, I've been here, about 35 years, lived in Xenia actually for a little while before, but great place. And the local government here is special. We're a tight-knit group, and the mayor's managers group, this group, the way we work together, it really is remarkable. And I've thoroughly enjoyed it. So thank you very much for that.
Congratulations.
We're going to get this framed for you, and
Thank you. I'm
we'll
going
do
to
lunch.
Yeah.
dine and dash, so to speak. I got a lot of last. Today we have First Suburbs up at Vandalia at 5 o'clock, so I got to head out up there. But thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations.
It's a pleasure. Good luck.
Thank you.
Rob, with all those accomplishments, did you need some water? I mean, that was a long,
But somebody might congratulate me on reading that.
yes.
Maybe 3 or 4 mistakes in there.
I didn't notice any.
No, thank you very much.
So, all right, moving on to old business. We've got the 2023 audit. Jay?
Just wanted to mention to the board that the auditors were here for probably a couple of weeks. They were on site. They finished up several weeks ago. Every other day or so, they still have a few questions. They're working off-site now, but you should receive a copy of their final report probably within the next week to 10 days. So just wanted to give everybody a heads up on that. To the best of our knowledge, there are no problems or issues, so it'll be a good nighttime reading for you. Wanted to just give a brief update on the strategic plan. As you all know, Centerville City Manager Wayne Davis and Kettering Manager Matt Greason are helping us with that endeavor. We had a meeting on October 2nd with all the MVCC employees and some of our volunteers. That meeting went very well. Both Wayne and Matt remarked about how impressed they were with the feedback and participation from the group. Just a reminder that they're going to meet with this group next Wednesday from 3 to 5 p.m. So I hope most of you can attend that meeting. Hopefully we'll get out of here before 5, but it took the full 2 hours with our employees, but we won't go beyond 5 o'clock. So we'll see you next week and hopefully have some fun doing it.
Cool. No more old business. We'll move on to new business. You got the 2025 budget?
Yep, just wanted to mention that Sheila has been diligently working on the budget now for probably 4 to 5 weeks, finishing up the details right now. We've scheduled a meeting with our Personnel and Finance Committee from the board, and that will happen on Friday, November 8th. We'll take minutes at that meeting, and then we'll share the minutes and a PowerPoint presentation with the rest of the board. And then our plan is to have the budget before you at your November 20th meeting. So just an update on budget preparation as well.
Well, we'll just move right on in and let you keep talking for Executive Director
Okay.
report since you're on a roll.
Electric aggregation program. Most of the folks in all of our member cities are involved in the electric aggregation program, and I just wanted to let everyone know that the current supplier right now who services our account is Energy Harbor. Energy Harbor was recently acquired by a company called Dynegy, so probably within the next couple of weeks, everyone who is currently in the program will be getting a letter from Dynegy indicating that. And as a member of the electric aggregation program for the general public, you don't need to do anything. It's an informational letter that just indicates that now on your bill it will say Dynegy rather than Energy Harbor. The rate that people are paying will stay the same, and that will continue through the end of the contract, which is at the end of December of 2025. So again, for the average customer, you'll receive a letter from Dynegy announcing the change, but in terms of there's nothing that the customers need to do. It's merely a change in suppliers. So just wanted to give everyone a heads up that they'll be getting something within the next couple of weeks or so. And my last item is, this falls under the good news, bad news subject matter, but I wanted to share with everybody, and I think probably most of you had heard this through the rumor mill, but Carl Sukamil, who has been with us for 31 years, is going to be retiring. He made that official about a week ago. I think he turned in his paperwork at OPERS, so he's going to be leaving us at the end of January of next year. We'll eventually have some celebrations of Carl's time here with MVCC, but I just wanted to let everyone know that while we're happy for Carl, certainly that leaves a void in the organization, but hopefully we'll be able to find a good person out there. But Carl's been a pillar and a rock here for a long period of time. His professionalism, his technical expertise, his ability to work with the staffs of all of our member communities, it's been very invaluable, and like I said, we'll certainly miss all the things that Carl brings to the table, but we're happy for him, and he obviously deserves a long and healthy retirement. So just wanted to share that with everybody. And Mr. Chairman, that's all I have, unless anyone has any questions.
Hey Jay, is Dynegy D-Y-N-E-R-G-Y?
D-Y-N-E-G-Y.
No R, okay.
And I have sent some materials to all of the cities that suggesting that they either put it in their city newsletter or put it on their websites to let citizens know that they'll be getting those notification letters.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Moving on to the chair comment, I just have a couple, is like, once again, thanks to staff for another clean audit. I mean, I don't think as long as I've been here that we've had any issues, so that's just kudos of keeping the house in order. And then Jay, with all this strategic committee stuff, you're doing a great job being the leader, getting all that together. And then, once again, congratulations to Norbert. I mean, that's a long time of public service, and it'd be interesting to hear the stories of the back end of like complaints and things of all those years, to write a coffee book or something while he's there, of that.
Dump those on Jay anyway.
That's true. So, but that's all I had. Is there any board comments or community updates by anybody?
Well, I'll segue right from that in the fact that unfortunately, he did pass a lot on to Jay after all those years when Jay worked for the city. And, I'll say the same thing I said when Jay left the city and is now the Norb is leaving, because I've been on council now 15 years, so I've worked with both of them for a long period of time. But, replacing Jay was very difficult, and that's an understatement. It'll be the same for Norb as well. Norb has a knack for, he's an engineer, so his engineering mind is very critical thinking, very detail-oriented. So he pays attention to the small little things, which is very impressive, especially when you're trying to run a city. He keeps his staff accountable. He tries not to micromanage, he really does. But, being a smaller community like Oakwood, you carry a lot of hats when you're working at the staff, staff level. And it's easy to get to, the guy in charge. You always like people to go through, it's like in schools, go to the teacher first, don't go right to the superintendent. Same type of situation in a city like Oakwood, where you'd rather get it addressed early. We get a lot of comments as council members from citizens, and then we pass it on to Norb. And then he disperses it where it needs to be, and it always gets done. It's very, very impressive. If it's something that can be done. I can't say that if something comes from a citizen that's unattainable, then obviously we have to explain why, and usually they understand. But Norb is phenomenal dealing with community members. He's been great to work with as a council. He explains everything to us, emails, packets, everything we do. He's going to be missed, and I talked to a lot of his fellow city managers across the area, and they think the world of him. And as you know, I have a sense of humor about most things, and I try to say to them, no, I want to know the real truth. And they do. They say, no, we're not just, he really is he's that caring, that knowledgeable, and he's going to be missed, not just in Oakwood, but in this region. So I wish him all the best. I'm glad he's sticking around. We can still run into him every once in a while, but he is going to be missed severely in the Miami Valley.
Thanks.
Nice words.
Anything else going on in anybody else's communities?
Kettering, we just hired a Parks, Rec, Cultural Arts Director, Bill Cheerhart. Maybe some of you know. Got him from the Metro Park, so excited. I think he's going to do a good job. And Mary Beth retired, our previous director, Mary Beth Odell, in June. So we'll be replacing her. He starts in December. So, good guy.
I think in Springboro we'll have about the only thing we keep saying, leaves are falling, so they're picking those up. But I think we have right before Thanksgiving, we'll have the Christmas in Springboro that MVCC will be broadcasting the parade and things like that. So coming up here
We have
soon.
something similar coming up, I think it's going to be the week before Thanksgiving.
And we always have a Veterans Day program on Veterans Day. At 11 o'clock at Veterans Park, so everyone's welcome.
Awesome. All right, if there's nothing else, motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting's adjourned.